Hey, what's up folks, it's Smith back once again in my very swaglicious gear, right? And this time I have a saber, so watch out. As a matter of fact, I'm going to try to use this as the touchscreen function on my tablet. It's not working. Alright, anyway, down for more serious stuff. We are going to be talking about this spawner deck that I'm seeing a lot more as I climb in the ranks, and it seems like folks got a pretty good grasp on how to use it. I'm going to show you now, so pay close attention. Alright, getting into it, this is a 4.6 average dough cost deck, which is a little bit higher than what I usually like to do. I usually like to stay in the 3.5 or 3.8 range, you know, and everything, but with this one it's a little bit higher, but it's going to pay off because you have to be very meticulous in how you use it, and that's what we're going to get into now. There's a couple of folks that you may or may not know of, and I'm going to introduce them really quick for you. Okay, we've got No Riot Pete. No Riot Pete likes to keep the peace. As you can see, he is equipped with a bunny, actually, in his pouch, and a riot shield. So what he does, and the reason that he's in here is because of his damage reduction. He reduces damage to 99%, or he takes on 99%. Okay, no, damage reduction. He reduces the damage dealt to him by 99%. Now, his health is 2,657, so he is pretty husky. Still haven't gotten over that cold yet, guys. It's ridiculous. Okay, he doesn't do a lot of damage, but we're going to keep him around because he's going to be leading the charge. Now, the other thing that we have here are the bees. I like to keep the bee squad in my back pocket because they are very trusty. You can drop them quick, range of 7 behind the enemy lines. They don't have a lot of health like we've seen before, but they do a lot of damage, 842 damage per second, and they're going to be there just to kind of help to shake things up. Now, with them, we have the Beehive. Now, this is one of the spawners. Of course, I've seen a lot of people use this. This 6 dough cost unit, I should say, spawns bees, and it spawns them every 7.2 seconds. The health of it is 1,772, so you have to make sure that you place it in an area that it can be protected. Alright, so that is one of the spawners. Another spawner is the Fish Tank. The Fish Tank spawns our trusty and very helpful little friends with legs, mechanical legs, the Piranhas. And it spawns them every 5.2 seconds. So you really want to get both of those spawners going at the same time to really start to shake things up. Like my hat. Start to shake things up for the enemy commander. Now, there's this guy, Mr. Fabulous. The Fabulous Mr. Poof is his name, and he is equipped with a turban similar to my hat, but it's a turban. So if you've ever come against this guy, he comes in 3s, and he's an illusionist. As a matter of fact, it explains it a little bit better in the backstory. Strategy, illusionist. He creates copies of himself which the enemy can't tell apart. Units that can reveal stealth will expose which one is the real one. Illusion units really shine when the enemy does not have units that can deal damage. So we're just trying to get more troops on the board. That's the idea with this whole spawner deck. And then we're going to introduce our guy here, Sheriff Justice. Sheriff Justice is pretty cool, actually. What he does is he attacks ground troops. Well, he only attacks the enemy commander, and what he does is he lassos him, pulls him toward himself. So you can either use him to get the enemy commander out of an area or bring him into an area, and hopefully the way we're going to use it is to keep him into where all the action is going. All the piranhas are chomping, all the bees are shooting their little pistols, their whatever kind of pistols, zappers that they have there, and the lasso range is 12 to 24. So you can place this guy way back, and he's going to lasso and pull the commander in just like we want it. Now, the chopper also helps a whole lot. He helps to disarm and disable the other tower. So I don't know if I said this, I probably should have said it first, but this isn't necessarily going to be a deck where you're always going to get a 3-star here. Your main objective here is to overwhelm the enemy commander and hopefully take down at least one of his towers. The chopper is going to help you with that by disabling the function of the tower so that he can't defend himself while he's getting chomped on by hopefully the piranhas. And then we also have more bunch of piranhas. So we've got bees, we've got piranhas, we've got Mr. Fabulous Poof. We want all those guys to show up and show out here. So let's tune in without any further ado, get into a battle and see how we do. Check it out. Alright folks, here we go. We've got Night Ninja 11 with the dance moves. Let's go ahead and see how we can make his life a little more challenging. Okay, so surveying the board here, we've got the fish tank. So we're going to go ahead and drop that fish tank there and get the action rolling. And there he goes with Healbot on the other end, which we're not really worried about the Healbot because what is he healing at this point? We're not even attacking him. Our main objective here is to get, oh, don't bomb us. Oh, yikes. All right, well that took us down a little bit, but what we really wanted to do is get both of these spawners going at the same time. So that is your first thing, getting both of the spawners going at the same time. The next thing you want to do is to drop Mr. No Riot Pete, sorry, and he's going to lead the charge. Kind of, you see how he's protecting the piranhas there, and they even dropped this man-eating plant, but the bee is going to free Mr. No Riot Pete, and that's why we have the bees on the ground, and we have, we're going to just keep working this guy here, and he's going to try to get rid of us. And let me tell you guys, that Mr. No Riot Pete is a hard guy to eliminate, as you can see. Alright, so let's retreat to our end of the battlefield now, and he's going to take down the last of Mr. No Riot Pete. And now, before he is able to, hopefully, before he is able to get more dough, we have Mr. Fabulous there, and so you see what's happening there. So it's very hard for him to eliminate because there you go. And so that is out of there. So you saw how that worked, and I probably need to power up, level up my Mr. Fabulosos a little bit. I keep calling him Mr. Fabuloso. I know that's not his name, but I kind of just want to call him Mr. Fabuloso, add the O at the end of it to make it more real, more realistic. Okay, so we're going to have to start with another charge here, this time using the chopper, and they're going to try to quickly eliminate that chopper, but he disabled. And can we take down this air? Oh, we took down the air machine. So you saw how that worked. We disabled the air defense with the chopper that he was trying to get, and then here we go with the bananas. We're slowing this guy down, and this is really what you want to happen, guys. Here, we're trying to eliminate their tower now. It looks like we're going to successfully do that, and he is trying to get more dough if he can, but we're going to have to eat him up. Alright, here we go. He's out of there. He's dead. He's gone. That's it, guys. Let's see if we can run that back and actually talk through what's going on in real time. Okay, let's try to talk a little bit more strategy this time, and we're going to pause and talk about it. Okay. Alright, here we are. So, just surveying the battlefield here. One of the things you want to do is hopefully you get the right cards in your deck. And so we put that ice tank, the fish tank out, just to kind of get the spawning going. You can't just hold your cards with this one because your cards are so heavy, and this is such a heavy deck. You do want to try to place cards, especially the spawners, because he's going to use a lot of dough to try to deal with that. So you see what's happening here. We've got our bees there, kind of creating havoc. He dropped a 2-cost card, the caveman, to try to combat that. And we've got 2 more piranhas headed at him, and right at the right time we drop No Riot Pete, who's going to help to lead the charge and protect these little guys on the ground. So here we go with Mr. No Riot Pete, and I I get kind of worried when he drops this Van Gun guy. This is really somebody you really want to take out, especially if you don't have a snipe, like I didn't have a snipe in there. And he's got this man-eating plant, which is eating all of my people. Oh, but you saw what happened there. The bee came overhead and eliminated the man-eating plant, freeing No Riot Pete, and we're back in the action again. So we're just going to keep this going as long as we can, kind of get some chip damage on him. And it looks like he was trying to, I didn't notice that before, but it looks like he misfired trying to put some sort of spell on us. It didn't go the right way. So at this point I'm thinking, let me make it back over to my side of town, and hopefully he's not going to follow us. And I need to really get some more, need to get some more dough. So I want to keep him busy, and this is really neat what happens here with Mr. Fabuloso. So the man-eating plant eats one of the Mr. Fabuloso poof, but I guess he eats one of the illusions. So the real Mr. Fabuloso, which is the one that is in color, is still out there, and so he's going to keep spawning himself as long as he's protected, and that's what keeps happening there. And so then I come up from behind and start shooting down the plant itself, freeing everybody there. Or I didn't know I guess the other Mr. Fabuloso. And here's Van Gun again. I had to stick down there in order to deal with him, and so now I'm retreating back. And I wonder, did I rage here? No, this wasn't necessary to rage. This is another cool thing that came up I thought was pretty cool. Look at how they're shooting down. You got the air defense level 6 trying to take down my level 7 chopper, and what's going to happen is it's going to disable the air defense, and the piranhas are going to come up while they're disabled and deal with, almost killed my chopper, but not exactly. So now he starts to get overwhelmed. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I see 5 piranhas all going for that enemy commander. Then we've got the chopper, which is taking down the defense of the health tower, so he's not really able to defend himself very well. And you've got one bee up there doing his thing, which is making it very difficult for the enemy commander at this point. And let's watch what happens next. Okay, so I dropped the monkey on this guy's back, which really slowed him down. It slowed down significantly was that my monkey? Did I even put, that's interesting. I can't remember now if I actually have a monkey in my deck or not, or where that came from. But it looks like this is, yeah, they were using the banana there. I just don't remember talking about the monkey when I was showing off my deck. So here's the end here, and we're about to take down the rest of this tower. He puts his plant there, and to no avail. Here we are, about to eliminate this guy fully, and his health is going down, not quick enough with the health trigger, and that is it. So guys, I think that worked out pretty well for this video and this particular time, trying to use that deck. You guys can use it as well. Hopefully you got some good tips. It's been Smith here, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.